Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another great episode of Facts and Stats. We have all of our original hosts here. Welcome back to Mark as well, who missed the last episode. Q, Keem, and
Yeah.
myself. Once again, all of our apps is on the screen, so you can follow us on our own social media platform, and also you can listen to Q and what he got to say on his own YouTube channel as well.
Yes,
Today,
sir. Appreciate
no
that.
problem, no problem.
Yeah.
Today we got a lot to talk to y'all about. Not too much actually. There's a couple things in regards around the NFL and NBA. Before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Tell a friend about what we got going on over here at Facts and Stats. You can follow us on social media, on Twitter and Instagram, same username. And lastly, listen to our podcast on Anchor, the Anchor app as well, which makes everything available on all listening platforms: Apple Music, SoundCloud, Spotify, wherever. And now we're going to go ahead and jump straight into it. We got the Bucks versus the Packers this Sunday. And I got a question for y'all fellas, man. Who y'all got winning that game, man? Two MVP caliber quarterbacks, two Super Bowl MVP quarterbacks as well. You know, um, both teams are sort of kind of rolling. Both quarterbacks are looking well right now. I'm gonna start off with you, King. No, I'm not even gonna start off with you. I'm gonna start off with Mark. You wasn't here last
Alright.
episode, so Mark, talk to me, man. Bucks versus Packers this Sunday. Who wins, A Rod or Tom Brady?
I got A Rod winning this. Um, he just looks better for me. I mean, I know I know Tom Brady, he's still gonna put up some numbers against him, but I feel like on the shootout wise, I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna win it, even though his weapons are still limited. You know what I'm saying? Still got some players hurt, but other than that, I think Aaron Rodgers is still gonna pull it out. Just I think he still look like he's still in his prime for real. So
Okay, okay. Q, talk to me. Who you got winning this game on Sunday, man?
Man, I got them Packers, man. You already know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. I done said it before. Aaron Rodgers better than him. Um, I expect, the Packers been rolling this season,
Mm-hmm.
doing their thing. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep that momentum going.
Mm.
So I think they're gonna win by a pretty good margin.
Okay, okay, okay. Kane, last but certainly not least, big Packers fan, so I know who you rolling with. But tell me why you rolling with y'all.
One, I'm not going to sleep on the Bucks because there is a solid team. Don't get me wrong, and I think they're going to probably bounce back a little bit well against the Bears. I
Mm.
mean, I'm surprised they lost by them, but I mean, Bears ain't no slouch too. They always
Yeah,
been the toughest team for us in the division.
Bears been hooping.
But I'm looking at you know the two key matchups and their receivers versus our defensive backs really.
Right.
Jair having a monster year right now for a corner. He shut down Calvin Ridley the last game, whatever. Coming fresh off a bye week, so they got time to rest. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna put Kevin King on Chris Godwin. That's the one I'm kind of really scared of, but I can say that Kevin King does get it together in the second half. He will get burnt. I already know he's gonna get cooked a couple times. They might switch up the matchups because Kevin King got more height, so they might put him with Mike Evans.
Mm.
That physicality because both of our DBs physical and both their receivers physical and all that. So I think it comes down to that, and also Robert Tanya going to have another one of those games. Really,
I
he
hope.
got to. I hope so.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah. But Devin White, shoot Devin White, and they had somebody else at linebacker too. I can't think of his name.
Levante Davis.
Levante David. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Them two veterans. So that's gonna be a little test for him. He should be easy with that. And then it's gonna be our run game versus their run game because Leonard Fournette, even though he had a real quiet game, the last game against the Bears, he was limited too.
Right.
So he was like barely participating in practice and all that because of injury. And then also we is getting Tay back.
Yeah, yeah.
Kenny Clark, I'm not too sure, but I know he's getting Tay back, and that's going to definitely be a good boost because we're going to need it really.
Mm.
Because one thing Bucks they got some nice DBs too. They got some good DBs, so we're gonna need that number one back and all that. But I definitely got us, winning probably like putting up 30. I wouldn't say it's gonna be a high scoring game, but it's like, probably we get 30, 28, something like that, close game really. Cause right now I think they tied 1-1. I think it's their third time playing each other
Mm.
in a whole career. So I think we'll be able to pull it off and all that. It's going to be a coaching battle for real. Bruce Arians, I definitely respect him. But yeah, we got that. I got my Packers taking a win, of
Okay,
course.
okay. I woke up sort of kind of on the Packers train more so because of the defense. Without even realizing that also the Bucks, not also, but the Bucks is a top 5 defense in the NFL right now. So that game really gonna come down to the wire. Like the games that the Bucks do lose, I don't judge them because Godwin been dealing with concussion, and then Mike Evans was dealing with a hamstring. So Godwin and Evans is healthy. Devontae Adams is healthy. I just think that Godwin and Evans is going to be a major problem. Like I know y'all got Jair. I know you got Kevin. It's going to be a good game, but I mean ultimately, bro. I mean I'm gonna take the Bucks to win it. I think some way somehow the Bucks is going to pull it out. They got a balanced attack on the run game with Ronald and Fournette. I like their 2 wide receivers. I also like Scotty in the slot, who I think was hurt last week as well. So if Scotty Miller plays too, it's going to be a little scary offensive, firepower that the Bucks is going to come at the Packers with. So I expect it to be a good game, a close game, no blowout. Not much of a shootout either, but the Bucks taking it.
Yeah, it's going to be a very strategic game, really. It's going to be like a chess match, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Who do y'all think is going to have the better game between Rodgers and Brady?
I think Rodgers. Yeah, I think A-Rod going to have a better game.
It's more so on whose defense going to show up at the end. To be honest with you.
Or who gets the last drive. Like Russell Wilson last week against the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? He got that last drive. He won the game. You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't think Tom gonna be able to get the last drive on us.
If he got the ball to win it, you don't think he's gonna succeed in that situation?
He gonna throw a pick.
I don't think so. He ain't that old. One thing about Brady now is like we see him on them last drives. He been looking stupid. So
yeah, I mean he mistaken third and the 4th down. Yeah, he did.
Now you can't give Aaron the last drive. You definitely can't give.
Yeah, you can't give him that.
Yeah, I respect it. Y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about around the league? NFL wise.
Hey man, between Justin Herbert and CeeDee Lamb, I think those are my top 2 candidates for Rookie of the Year. Because CeeDee is balling. Don't get me wrong, he is balling, but Justin Herbert going crazy.
Herbert going crazy.
Yeah, I like him.
He's going crazy.
I always said with the Chargers, he's a perfect fit because Chargers only need a couple pieces on offense. Really, their line is decent. They got a nice little receiving core and everything. Mike Williams just got to really stay consistent, and Keenan Allen just got to stay on the field. But once they both on the field, also with a Hunter Henry and all that, man, they got some animals on that side.
I like that. So you still think, because Dak was throwing the ball a lot, and speedy recovery to Dak. I hope he gets well soon. With the Cowboys losing Dak and now they got Andy Dalton, how do you feel like them 3 wide receivers are going to eat? Because they were eating with Dak.
I think they still going to eat because Mike McCarthy, one thing, he is a pass-happy coach, really. So I think they ain't gonna stop it. And plus, Andy Dalton is a veteran, so it's not like he dealing with some guy that been in the league 2-3 years, probably still. Nah, he been there for a while, so he's still gonna be slinging the rock for real. And I think their numbers gonna be up, but it's just their defensive play really is just really bad. Mm-hmm. And Andy Dalton got to be careful with the ball because Andy Dalton is a reckless quarterback.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
So they falling down early. They probably gonna lose because if Andy not on his game, you know what I'm saying, they gotta play a comeback game. He might just Dak it even more.
I wouldn't even want to be confident with Andy Dalton throwing the ball as much as Dak was, bro. To be honest with you,
exactly.
I think now they gotta switch it back to Zeke's show.
Yeah, they're gonna run the ball more for sure.
I think they're gonna give it back to letting Zeke be what Zeke been doing since he been in the league, and that's been leading the league in rushing for real. If they get it back to Zeke's show and let those still wide receivers have one-on-one coverage because they can't stuff the box. You know what I'm saying? With those 3 wide receivers they got. So if they were smart, they would turn it a little bit too. I know you said Mike McCarthy pass happy, but I'll turn it and let Zeke work out a lot more now.
Yeah. That's the thing with Mike McCarthy. Now we had him, so I definitely know him. He got a good running back Zeke, but sometimes he can get to a point where he forgets how to use a running back.
But y'all never had a running back like Zeke.
I'm hip, but still.
Yeah,
he had potential
Rodgers. So.
Yeah, y'all never had a running back. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem. He leaned too much on the quarterback to throw the ball. Andy Dalton probably gonna throw like 40 times a game. I'm throwing that out there right now. And they're gonna use Zeke in situational moments.
Nah, bro.
And I think they're gonna try to use Zeke at the wrong times too.
I can't see
if
it.
If you think about it, the Packers didn't have no running back, and then you got Aaron Rodgers, so you're gonna want him to throw the ball regardless.
I never had a running back. I think the last time y'all really had a running back was Aaron Now and Eddie Lacy, bro. And Eddie was only there for like a year or two.
Right. But then we had Aaron Now, and he was splitting carries with 2 other backs, Tom Montgomery and Jamal Williams.
Right.
So when Matt LaFleur took that system over, I know what Aaron Jones can do.
Mm-hmm.
So he started utilizing him more instead of putting everything on Aaron Rodgers for real. That was Mike McCarthy's problem. Really, he put everything on Aaron Rodgers instead of trying to build a run game around him.
Right.
So what would you do though? What would you do if you're in the Cowboys' shoes? Would you run the ball more, or would you continue to make those wide receivers, be the
I would definitely run the ball more.
Okay.
You got the best back in the league.
okay?
You definitely do. But
I
I'm just saying, Mike McCarthy can get pass happy. Sometimes he can shy away from the running back. He definitely can. That's always been him.
Okay, I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah, that's facts.
All right. Well, that's enough of the Bucks Packers. Can't wait to see who wins the game and talk about it on Monday with y'all. We have a little topic that Keem wanted to talk about. Roger Goodell and Adam Silver, the difference in basically owners. Talk to me, Keem. What you got to say about this?
I brought this up mainly because the NFL season, we know, like, we never seen so many injuries like this.
Mm-hmm.
Now we seeing primetime players, COVID testing positive and stuff. And it's like Roger Goodell, he really didn't think this through at all. Let's be honest. The traveling, like, you still at risk if you traveling, from state to state. And it's not no type of how can I put it like this? Once players get done or whatever, they still free to do whatever they got to do, whatever
right, exactly.
It's not no like, oh, if you do this. I mean, not saying like keep eyes on them and everything. They all grown men and stuff, but it's like how Adam Silver handled this whole thing when all the players being negative, the staff members, everybody. It's just they handled it well with the bubble and all that stuff. Mind you, I get it. NFL is a big league. You got over like 100 people a team. You can't really put a whole NFL 32 teams in a bubble. That's not gonna happen.
Right.
Only way you can do that is rent an island or like buy an island or something,
Right.
and contain like that. So I think with the injuries and everything, like the no preseason, the little bit of training camp, OTAs and all that stuff, with everybody getting hurt, not really, getting warmed up, just jumping straight into the regular season. I think that really plays a big factor in all that. And I think that really hurts. That hurts Roger Goodell's stock even more because we all know he's been, a bad commissioner. I'm just saying, bad commissioner. Since his whole tenure, is like we haven't really seen anything good yet for real.
Right.
So I'm not the one to try to be like, oh yeah, he should get, this, so he shouldn't be it. But I really think after this, man, he should probably just step down, man.
Okay, so Q Mark, what y'all think about the NFL not having a bubble, and is there anything that they can do to improve the situation? Because it's like every week a new player has a COVID case. Like they just had to push back the Broncos game to this week now. You know what I'm saying? That was very that upset a lot of players. So do y'all think there's anything that NFL could do?
As of right now, I think it's I think it's too late.
Pretty much.
That it's because they already like midway, almost midway through the season.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of too late to kind of like switch things up. They should have had this from the beginning, and I think it just comes down to like the NFL. It's not like how like the NBA is a collective organization. Like everybody from top to bottom is more than likely like on par with each other. The NFL is it's not like that. I think the commissioner prioritizes, the dollar sign
Mm-hmm.
because just like how you go into the season knowing your players are gonna get hurt and you still just don't have a no training camp, no preseason, none of that. So I don't know what they can possibly do at this point. I don't think there's anything they can do.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so you pretty much hit it right there. It's pretty much too late. I mean, other than ending the season, I mean, other than that, you can't really pretty much do anything. It's just too much to change something up to, have teams do this and that now, week by week. It's not enough time. So you either end the season or just let it play out how it's playing out.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Because like my thing is like how the hell how COVID, bro, everything popped off in March. Basically, we're gonna put it like that.
Right.
Everything popped off in March. The NBA season didn't resume to I forgot May or June. The NFL, this one y'all supposed to be
Ain't
doing.
resumed till July.
Okay, July, yeah. That's when y'all supposed to be doing. NFL supposed to be doing like OTAs and stuff like that, like in the summertime. They didn't do none of that. Like Roger Goodell didn't have no plan in place. He just said basically, F it, no preseason. We're gonna play regular season. We're gonna start on
Right.
time. We just gonna get going. You know what I'm saying? He ain't push no dates back. They ain't think. But I just heard recently they thinking about doing a bubble, like if it like around playoff time. I don't even know if we're gonna get to playoff time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they said something like Texas or California. So we'll see how that goes. Um, but yeah, I agree. Definitely agree with y'all. Go ahead, you got something to say, King?
I say bubble in the playoffs, man. It's like right now, as of now, you might as well just keep rocking out what you're doing. For real.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
Hey,
you still got some teams that's allowing people in the stadiums. And it's like, man, it's how can you get better if you still not taking safety precautions? It's like, come on, Slim. It's big stuff that like takes factors, and it's like you can. I want to say you can get COVID easy, but it's like, man, how it's being handled. I don't think it's being handled good at all, really.
At all. Yeah, that's a
At
fact.
all.
yeah, you can tell Roger Goodell doesn't care about his players. For real. You can tell he just
That's a
he
Yeah,
care
fact.
I
about
was
the
just about
money.
to say.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's a fact. That's a
you
fact. That's a
you can
fact.
tell Adam Silver does care. He cares about his player safety, and if y'all want the season to continue, then y'all got to come with safety precautions, and y'all got to do this and that. And you see, NFL don't want to do that, so they just worry about the money, really.
Yep, that's a fact. That's definitely a fact. The NFL, the owners, it's just about the money. It's just about the money. So it's sad, but that's enough
Yes.
NFL talk today. I think we did we did a lot of talking about that today. The last topic that we have for y'all that I got for y'all today, it came across today on from Shams that Miami's planning on going all in on Greek when he becomes a free agent next year. Not this upcoming offseason, but 2021 offseason. What's some of y'all thoughts on what will potentially be the best landing spot for him if he were happen to leave Milwaukee? And I'm gonna start off with you, Mark.
Well, I don't think the Heat would be a perfect landing spot for him. I think it'd be just too much commotion going on over there. It's too much. He just has. I don't think that landing spot I would like to see him go to. Maybe it'll work. Could probably be maybe the Celtics, or the Warriors, of course. That's it.
Okay. 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 King, talk to me. Where would you think it would be a great fit for?
Man, put them in Miami, Slim. Put them.
Yeah.
They already got the shooters you need. All they need is a power forward. Man can stay at center. All they need is a power forward to really dominate the paint and get real gritty. That's what they need, man. Like Celtics is another good spot. Don't get me wrong, because they need that too, or whatever. But
Celtics for sure.
I like him better. I like him better with Miami scores for real. Huh?
You giving me Tatum, Brown, and Giannis, and Kimba. That's we got scoring and we got defense. What more do we need?
I say Kemba gotta be consistent through the big games and stuff. And
Yeah, that's fact.
I don't know how that's gonna work though because
Yeah, I don't even think
Kimba-
they're gonna have
yeah,
enough salary
yeah, I
cap.
was about to say Kimba signed, Jalen resigned. They about to resign Tatum now soon. It's no
And
way.
the salary cap is about to go down.
Yeah, so that's gonna be really hard to pull off.
Yeah.
Miami, on the other hand, what Keem is saying. Oh, my bad. Q. Matter of fact, before I speak on my comments, Q. Where would you like to see Giannis land if he were to become a free agent and walk?
It depends on some things. Like for Miami, well, I think the top three destinations right now would be, of course, Golden State, Miami, and maybe Toronto. But it depends on some things. Like Miami, they got to make those enhancements first for in the offseason for it to work. Like I think Bam would have to improve. He would have to be him and Jimmy would have to shoot at least league average for that to work. First of all, so the spacing could be right, and then they might need to get like maybe like one more like shooter. Um, but I think it would fit like based off of Miami's like culture and stuff. You know how they are. I think that like would mesh well with Giannis.
Mm.
Um, Toronto, that their culture fits him too. Like our culture,
Yeah.
their culture, and then those two teams got and the Warriors, all those coaches, all those teams got great coaches.
Mm.
Um,
Toronto got
Mike,
Pascal.
yeah, and they got Pascal. Well, Pascal ain't been looking too good, but I don't know.
I just can't. I don't. I wouldn't want to see him with Pascal. I see where you're going, but I
Yes,
wouldn't.
that's
Yeah, I would.
not gonna work. Ain't gonna
So,
work.
Q, so you wouldn't think it would be better for Bam just to stay at his center position when he ain't got to switch from the 4 to the 5 all the time? He could just stay where he at and be comfortable.
Right.
Yeah, Bam could play center and Giannis could play power forward, but Bam would have to be able to stretch the floor.
I think Bam could be able to stretch the floor. To be honest with you, I think.
Yeah, he would have to improve his shooting. Like he would have to be shooting at least league average for it to work. Him and Jimmy.
Not if Giannis did. Giannis can compliment that. Well, I say Bam can get the balls and just put it back up, protect the paint.
Nah, but Q was saying how we guarded Giannis. Suppose teams do that as well. Bam gonna have to be able to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Something.
Yeah, Bam is gonna have to be able to shoot because that's how
Greek is
you see
that's
how
how
Bam got.
sells.
You see how Bam got guarded. Like when he had the ball, like he's standing at the free throw line and they still dropping back.
Mm-hmm.
So if they do that and Giannis is on the floor and Giannis is not shooting,
I think that's gonna be. I still think there'll be a career. I think Bam knows what Bam and Giannis, both of them know what they got to do to take their game to the next level, and that's shooting. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna work on that and come back even better next year.
You don't want to clog the paint too much with the Heat. You don't want to clog the paint.
But that'd be a crazy team defensively though. Like how you gonna score on Jimmy, Bam, and Giannis?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Me, I would love him. I would love to see him in Miami, Golden State, and then my third team is Dallas. That's another team that's rumored in on him as well. I think Luka and Giannis will go crazy. That's the third team on it. That's just what I've been hearing though. Miami, Toronto, Warriors, Dallas. Those are the 4 teams that I've been hearing. And I would love to see him in Dallas, if not Miami. You know,
I definitely like seeing Dallas. Definitely.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Giannis and Luka taking over the league.
No, that's OC.
Mm-hmm. I see you over there thinking about it. I see what I said. He's like, damn. You know what I'm
saying? And Chris Stapps, because that he can shoot the 3. So.
Yeah.
Oh, but they
would. And they got Seth Curry, the second best statistical 3-point shooter in NBA history.
World.
So you know what I'm saying?
That's so crazy to me. That's why I always just say it anytime I bring him up.
It'd be crazy, but I do ultimately think he's not gonna stay in Milwaukee because they gotta win next year coming up, and that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? They just don't.
I hope he stays in Milwaukee.
I say he go to Memphis, go with Ja Morant, and they take it over.
Then he'll have to start over. He might as well stay.
He gonna start over. The Grizzlies are already a playoff team for real.
And that would be hard if he went to Memphis.
He tried to get to the championships though.
Hey, you get another piece, and them two just go right to the Grizzlies, just like the Heat got LeBron when they got Chris Bosh too. And y'all go do that 3-man team.
I feel as though if he
got Josh Jackson.
I feel like if he was to go to a team like that, like a young team like that, it should be Phoenix.
Yeah,
that's what I think. But I mean, I ain't gonna. That's a nice one.
Put Kelly Oubre at the 3, and Giannis at the 4, and Ayton at the 5.
I don't think he's going to a small market though. I think it'll be a big market team. You know, he's already in a small market with Milwaukee, and Memphis is going to be pretty much the same thing.
See, that's kind of like why. That's why I want him to stay because this happens to a lot of small market teams. And
how the hell can you say that? Y'all just took Anthony Davis.
Okay, but they're a small market team that's bad at their job. Milwaukee did a pretty decent job. They got they've been having the number 1 seed. They're just not getting it done in the playoffs.
Are they going to win? Is he going to win there though?
I don't think so. I mean, hey, I'm not saying he'll win there, but I'm just saying like it's kind of like sad for small market teams for that to happen.
I don't think that's fair for you to say, bro, because you seen LeBron James leave Cleveland, bro, and you was fine with that.
Okay, but they suck at their job.
They was the number 1 seed too. So make it make sense.
No.
Cleveland
was strictly because of
the number 1.
That was strictly because
of Greed.
Strictly because of LeBron.
And they're number 1 because of Greed.
Nah, because they got pieces. You see, they got Brooke Lopez. They got Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton made an All-Star team. Brooke
And
Lopez
Mo
was,
Williams made an All-Star team. What's your point?
bro. But Brooke Lopez was second team
Come
All
on
Defense.
now.
Like they
And
got
Gauskas was better
competent.
than Brooke Lopez. What's next?
Hey man, I'm just saying. I think
Zajunas
they did a
Ilgauskas was
pretty
better than Brooke
decent job.
Lopez. That's a fact.
I think they did a pretty decent job at building a team around them.
No.
They did all right, not too much.
They
Not
did
too good
okay.
enough.
Yeah, I can't say they did okay. They
I
lost.
say other than Middleton being a problem, who
They
else?
did better. They did better than a lot of the other small market teams that suck at putting teams around these
Yeah,
players.
you can say
Those
that.
are the ones I don't really feel bad for, like the Pelicans. They had Anthony Davis all that time, and
But they
they had
tried
like
though. I
no.
mean, they honestly tried. They got Cousins. They was on the road to the playoffs. They made the playoffs. They swept the Blazers. Like they tried. Like AD was either getting hurt or just some unfortunate stuff. You know, I think
Everybody try.
yeah, everybody tried. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody tried.
Well,
Oh, George
I don't
tried.
think they did a good. I don't think they did a good job.
all right, well, we'll see. Once again, everybody, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Share, give us feedback on how we can improve the show, and just just tell us how you what you like about this episode and all of our previous episodes as well. And that pretty much wraps it up for us today, man.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
Appreciate
be
y'all.
easy, man.